What's up, Diecast fans? We are back to the Fast and the Furious tournament, and boy, are we narrowing this down and getting closer to the finals, and we have a good one for you today. Let's go ahead and meet the 4 drivers in this round. We have Ra Sungod for Ra Sungod Racing. We have Rage from Road Rage Racing and another Nissan Skyline. Next, we have Cupkake driving a Honda S2000. And last but not least, Dusty Miles in a Plymouth GTX. We head straight to the line for race 1. They're lined up, the 10-second board is out. You're seeing Nitro, and they will send it down this rallycross track. But wait a second, is that a guy eating popcorn on the skid steer? That guy is all over the place, and there is no security guards down there to get him off there. Folks, we've seen just about everything here at Rainier Rally, including Rage taking race number 1 in this round. The competition gets stiffer as we get closer and closer to the finals. These 2 Skylines have proven to be fast in their heat, but folks, that S2000 and Dusty Miles in that GTX are fast as well. Who will come out on top? We have Rage, followed by Cupcake and Ra Sungod, and unfortunately, we do not see Dusty Miles. Let's take a look at this finish line cam. We see Dusty Miles flying off the track there into that Douglas fir, hitting that Porsche and taking out a bush in the process. Folks, you hate to see that from Dusty Miles. Dusty Miles is a top contender in this, and folks, I want to tell you, a DNF in race 1 is not how you want to start. Will Dusty Miles have what it takes to come back and move on in this round against those the S2000 and those Skylines? Ra Sungod moves to lane 2, Dusty Miles over in lane 1, Cupcake in lane 4. Dusty Miles gets some massive air off that. The Skyline and the S2000 are side by side into the 360. Rage out first, Dusty Miles in second, Cupcake in third, and Ra Sungod close but in 4th place. We'll slow it down for you there. See Dusty Miles, massive air over that first jump. It looks like he was going to be first up into the 360, but Rage does take that. And I believe Rage stays out in front here. Dusty Miles looks like slowed down a little bit over that finish line jump. Stutters just slightly, takes second place, followed by Cupcake and Ra Sungod. We'll head back to the line for race number 3 in just a moment. As you see, Ra Sungod and Dusty Miles tied for 3rd place. Are Rage and Cupcake going to walk away with this one after Dusty Miles' DNF? We should find out right here. Dusty Miles in the fast lane. Will he capitalize in the fast lane and get the 4 points he needs to catch up to this pack? Dusty Miles does, followed by Cupcake, Rage, and Ra Sungod. We'll slow it down for you here again as we follow this chase cam up into the 360 towards the finish line here. This one wasn't even a question. Dusty Miles was out front by about 4 car lengths. It seems like Cupcake, following right behind him, likes to hit that wall every single time and spin out. That S2000 is just a little bit squirrely. Let's have a look at that scoreboard to see what the score is. 4 for Ra Sungod, 10 for Rage, Cupcake at 8, Dusty Miles at 7. Is Rage pulling away? Will anyone be able to catch him? Cupcake now in the fast lane. Will he take advantage of that lane, or will someone else be faster? Looks like Dusty Miles is the first up into the 360, but Cupcake does take first. Rage second, Dusty Miles in third. It looks like Dusty Miles has an immense lead as they go up there. He does stumble just a little bit there in the landing into the 360s, which allows Cupcake to soar out in front, and even Rage pulls ahead of Dusty Miles at the end. Dusty Miles wanted to hop over that curb. It looked like Megan and those Megan the reporter and race car drivers at the finish line are in danger here. We'll slow it down for you again. It looks like they were heading straight for those people on the side of the track. Dusty Miles, keep that GTX on the track, please. I don't know if you've signed the waivers. I'll have to check with the office. Back in the office, because that's where the people in the office sit. That's in the office. Rage in the fast lane. My prediction is he does take the win in this one, but Dusty Miles and Cupcake are fast. Rage pulls it off. Wow, Cupcake was extremely fast there. And Dusty Miles takes out a person. I didn't even see that. I was so focused on Cupcake's performance and trying to catch Rage, I completely missed Dusty Miles hopping off the track. I told him if he doesn't keep it straight, he might hurt somebody. And folks, he hurt somebody. Now we actually have to call the office and see if he signed his waiver, because that's dangerous for a track like this. They can be shut down, and I don't want to shut down. I really love Diecast racing and Rainier Rally. We'll take a look at that from the finish line here. Splat. It looks like the security guard trying to hold back the photographer got the grunt of the blow there. Here comes the ambulance to clean up the mess. Hey, where you going? Come back. Hey, can someone get him back here? And folks, look who it is. It's Schmarby, Schmo, Schmilly. Schmo, Schmai, Schmear, Schmize. Well, folks, I have no clue what that was all about, but I want to tell you that reports are in. That security guard is good. That photographer is good. Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you. Ra Sungod didn't finish that race. He's over there hanging out with the camping crew. But man, that R34 is looking good from the butt end. All right, there we are. 5 for Ra Sungod, 17 for Rage, 15 for Cupcake. Dusty Miles falling behind. Dusty Miles needs to get it together. Our Cupcake and Rage going to be pulling away with this one. 10-second board is out. NITRO, they're out of there. Dusty Miles really needs this victory if he's even going to think about moving on in this group. And Dusty Miles does take it, followed by Rage. And I believe, folks, I just saw Ra Sungod beating out Cupcake for the finish. Cupcake may have needed that point. That point may be the difference between Dusty Miles moving on and Cupcake moving on. We should soon find out. That security guard is now on a stretcher at the finish line, and the paramedics, Schmarvy, Schmo, and Schmilly are nowhere to be found. All right, we got 20 for Rage, 16 for Cupcake, 15 for Dusty Miles. Ra Sungod is out of it, folks. It looks like Rage, unless he really messes up, will be moving on. It's a battle for that second place spot between Cupcake and Dusty Miles. It looks like Dusty Miles is on the inside lane. He is out front. And folks, Dusty Miles bounces off the wall again and takes this race. It looks like Rage does get caught up there on the track. We're going to slow it down for you and watch what happened to Rage, because Ra Sungod almost caught up to him and took third place. Well, as they go around the 360, keep an eye on that silver R34 there. You see him slide off the track. He is off the track right there. Bounces off lane 1. He is backwards and sideways off the jump. Clips the landing just slightly and barely beats out Ra Sungod for third place. All right, folks. Dusty Miles did... Wow, look at that air. I'm telling you, he is all over the place. He's going to hurt somebody. Seriously. We'll take a look at both of those replays here over and over again. Dusty Miles, because he took first place, Cupcake took second. They are tied. Folks, they are tied for second place as we go into the 8th and final lap. Folks, it's going to be between, keep an eye on Dusty Miles and Cupcake. Cupcake is in lane 2, the fast lane. This does not look good for Dusty Miles. Cupcake is in the fast lane. Will he stay out in front, or will Dusty Miles take it? It's going to come down to this race right here as they go into the 360, as they converge in the finish line. They bump, and Dusty Miles takes it by a half of a car after pushing Cupcake off of the wall. We'll slow that down for you here. I want to see that replay. Keep an eye on those 2 black cars. That is where the action happens. It looks like Dusty Miles is out front, but as they enter that 360, lane 2 has the advantage, but lane 2 has to go up that bridge. As they come back together, they're side by side. It looks like Dusty Miles even might be a little bit behind Cupcake, but has more speed going into that final straightaway. There, bumps Cupcake into the wall and takes race 8. There we freeze frame it. Dusty Miles out front just a little bit, pinches, does the little pinch maneuver, pinches one off, and wins race 8. And folks, that means Dusty Miles will move on with Rage to the next round by 1 point. 24 points for Rage, 23 for Dusty Miles, and 22 for Cupcake. Cupcake, we want to apologize for making fun of your name in the first episode. I love you, man. It wasn't really making fun of you. It's just all in good fun. And Ra Sungod, thanks for coming to our track. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations to Rage. Congratulations to Dusty Miles. This has been the Fast and the Furious Tournament, Round 2, Group 3. Until next time, stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready for more exciting moments on the track.